Hi, I'm Zion the Lion, and we're taking a trip to the One World Observatory at New York City's tallest building, One World Trade Center. We are in front of the New York Stock Exchange right here on Broad Street in New York City, adjacent from Wall Street. It is the center of all financial activity here in the United States. We are in front of the iconic Fearless Girl statue. It used to be next to the Charging Bull lower on Broadway, but it was moved here to in front of the New York City Stock Exchange on Broad Street. It's become an iconic feminist structure here in Lower Manhattan. We are inside Trinity Episcopal Church here in Lower Manhattan along Broadway. Amazingly, St. Paul's Chapel, which is a part of Trinity Church, sustained no damage in the aftermath of the World Trade Center collapse on 9/11. St. Paul's Chapel stands as one of the remarkable symbols of resistance. Now, I am standing in front of Cortlandt Street subway station. What is the significance of this? In 2018, 17 years after the 9/11 attacks, the station finally reopened after sustaining major damage on that fateful day. Cortlandt Street, along with Cortlandt Street on the 1 train, as well as the Rector Street stations on the RW and 1 lines, have all reopened in the aftermath of the terrorist attacks. Lower Manhattan came back slowly and surely in the following decades after 9/11. The pathway to the One World Observatory elevators has on display a model of the Manhattan schist, the granite bedrock foundation on which the borough stands, including One World Trade Center. These SkyPod elevators feature a CGI display of New York City skyline from the year 1500 until the present day. One World Trade Center has a total of 73 elevators, which is one of the highest totals of any building in the world. The building's SkyPod elevators climb 102 stories in a whopping 47 seconds up to the observation deck. Following a brief montage on the pace and happenings and experiences of New York, viewers are greeted to a first-hand view of the city skyline stretching for miles. Behind me are sweeping views of New York City from the 102nd floor of One World Trade Center. This is One World Trade Observatory. You can see everything from Lower Manhattan to Governor's Island, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Panning all the way up, you can see the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges and the Williamsburg Bridge. Originally called the Freedom Tower, One World Trade Center is the main building of the rebuilt World Trade Center complex in Lower Manhattan. It is the replacement for the North Tower of the World Trade Center, which opened in 1973 and was destroyed in the 9/11 attacks. One WTC is the tallest building in the United States, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, and the 7th tallest in the world. The building, excluding its antenna, stands at 1,776 feet, symbolizing the year America declared independence. Untapped Cities reports that the building's height without the spire is 1,362 feet, the height of the original South Tower, while its height with the observation deck is 1,368 feet, corresponding to the original North Tower's height.
Left side, you can see a straight line, which is JFK Airport. Did you come into Newark or JFK?
Newark.
All right, you can see Newark Airport pretty easily as well on this side. But anyway, the land on the far side is called the Rockaways, and it's actually attached to the land over there, which is Queens. But what's really interesting is that beyond the Rockaways, in other words, the water on the other side of Jamaica Bay is the ocean. In this building, you can see the East River, all of Brooklyn, all of Jamaica Bay, the Rockaways, and ships in the ocean. So, it's just like, even though I'm here every day, I'm like, I can't believe I can see the ocean from Manhattan over the entirety of Brooklyn, Jamaica Bay.
Sweeping views of New York City, again from the 102nd floor of the World Trade Center.